Hello guys. I got some parts today. Okay. Let me make sure this. Okay. So, here's the 1/2 by 95 belt. It ties all the blades together. Here's the upgraded 5/8 by 86 inch belt, the upper belt. Okay, here is this smaller flat idler for the bottom. So that's rotary 9376. This flat idler here, it's in the process of being ordered. I got some engine stuff, you know, filter, well, that was off of a used mower, but, or a junk mower, I mean. The oil filter. Okay, here's that bronze bushing for the hydro, for the steering. It's rotary part number 15521. That goes in the toolbox. The steering bushing in the 94 seems okay. Then I got the plastic bushings for this gear sector. Those are bad on the 94. Then I got the air filter, pre-filter, and spark plugs and other goodies. This idler here is this flat one right here, or not flat one, but V1 right here. So this one's getting ordered. So, you know, I forgot to look for the wheel bolts. So, set those back over here where I have them. I also got a set of blades and the drive belt for the tractor. So, let's get to work. If I can't get these nuts off with this, I'll have to pause the camera and find my 1/2 inch drive socket. Yeah, I didn't figure I would get it. So, is it sitting out somewhere? Let me look really quick, and if I don't find it right off the bat, then I'll have to pause you guys and really hunt. Should be right around here somewhere because I use it a lot. Alright guys, let me pause it and hunting around. Okay guys, I got tired of looking. I got up for my impact sockets. So, in the bottom of my one toolbox, I got a set of tools that's not complete, but it's from my grandfather. Here we go. 7/8 John Deere socket. And these tools hardly ever come out of the drawer. I mean, like I said, it's not complete. I don't really care as long as I have the correct one. And what irks me the most, I cleaned up this shed and I put the impact sockets away. Where away was, I don't know. I'll set these back in the drawer. And Flash is trying to get back in. If I open up the door, he'll just sit there and purr and be like, hey, I don't want to come in. Let's see. Come on. He says, human, what are you doing? He's doing very, very good, guys. He's got his ear tipped. He's got a mark on the bottom of his belly. So, well, I know I shouldn't have set them down like that, but he's alright. He's a cat. I know cat skin is very, very thin. So, let me make sure you guys can see. What I'm doing. I think you can. Out comes the big old Black & Decker. Come on, get in there. Now this is a 12-point socket. It's not supposed to be due on an impact. I know that. And it's plus it's chrome on top of it. But like I said, I can't find the proper tools. So maybe by the time we get this ready for assembly, maybe I'll find them. What, Flash? Are you wanting to be by the camera? He's purring like crazy. Alright, you want out back outside, I know you do. You'll just knock at the door in a minute. Darn cat can't make up his mind. Of course, that's normal for cats. Remember what I was telling you about that nut being messed up? Maybe that's why it's not wanting to come off. There we go. We'll put these, you know, when I'm doing something like this, I'll put stuff in a drawer. Now, let's put it in the key drawer. And then I'll forget where it goes. Actually, I need one of those nuts back. It's not like I don't have other nuts for this. I just go out to a mower deck and steal some nuts. Okay, there's the pulley. Don't look bad. There's the washer. And let's see. He's coming a little bit. The problem is this thing's sat so long. And there goes all the bearings. Like I said, guys, I knew that bottom bearing was out. Okay, let's try this one. Let me find my get my brass bar. I do have one of these. Okay. Okay, some of these parts I'm just going to lay on the floor. That one came out with no problem. Okay, it wants to be stubborn now and get caught. Okay. Well, I got an easy way for that. So I'll have to get these bearings out. This top one feels fine. This top one feels fine. They feel nice. So that'll save me a little bit. But I gotta get that piece out. And what did I do with the other shaft? Because that I'm gonna have to put in the vise off camera and clamp on that race and pound that out. Or heat the race up and then do it, because that'll expand it. Where did I put that shaft? You know, I hate when I lose things. And I was walking around with it. Did it fall on the floor? No, I don't see it. That's that one. And it... Alright guys, you probably know where I set it, so hold on a minute, let me look around. Alright guys, I found the shaft. It was behind me on the floor. So, I'm going to set this off to the side and I'll take care of it off camera. This is the part I hate doing. Trying to get this race out. Because I don't have the tool that Terrell has. Is it moving? Yeah, she's moving. Almost, guys. And people notice I don't use the hammer exactly correct. It's because of my hand-eye coordination. I don't want to hit my hand. There it is. That's out. Let's feel this one. Oh yeah, she's locked up. Arm hurts after swinging that thing. Oh yeah. It's moving. These are common bearings The tops are different from the bottoms. Reason why the bottoms went out on these two is because the deck sits against the ground. So they lock up. The tops do lock up from time to time, but not as easy. Okay, where did that thing go? Because the bearing's still there. It went flying. There's the bearing. Now I have to get new ones. It's a 6204 bearing. So, with the tops being good, I don't feel any dragging. They're okay. Yeah, they'll be fine. Alright, let's move on to the pulleys. Getting them off. Because we'll be not sandblasting, but, well, I could take them to Terrell's and sandblast the brackets. But, I'll just sand them down or with the wire wheel on the grinder. Okay. No, it went like that. Okay. Always put them together the same way you took them apart. That way you know what way you need to put them back together. And I ain't gonna bother with changing the pulley right now. That'll come off when we do the rest. This battery is getting weak, so I'll have to put it on the charger soon. That one looks okay. There's the spring. All that looks okay. Okay. This one is another carriage bolt. And this is another carriage bolt. Oh yeah, that pulley is shot. Right over there. I'm not going to take these actual wheel brackets off. I'm going to take these ones off. I can leave those. I mean, like I said, I'm not making this perfect. I'm just trying to make it look a little better. So, you know. Come on. And of course this thing's being in butthead. What happens is these pins, they sit and they rust up. And again, put the pins back in so you don't lose anything. So this is a cotter pin, or split pin as some people call them. It's not correct. It's supposed to be as what I call a hitch pin, which is what I just took out of those, or what people call a hairpin. Don't ask me what that means. I'm hoping I got that right. If not, my buddy Casey will tell me I did wrong. Which, oh well. This is just a bolt that I can take out. I'm actually going to leave this bolt in the deck, and that way it won't get lost. The spring I'm going to put over to the side. So, let's see. Now, you guys might need to be moved. You're on my workbench right now. So, okay, that looks like a 1/2 inch. And is that socket on the ground? No, where is that socket? No, I just had it. Oh, there it is. On the bench. This is that plastic deck chute bracket. We're not going to put a plastic chute on it. Don't need it, because it sticks out far enough for to where you don't need one. There's certain machines that you can get away with it. These garden tractors here is one of them. Would I do it on a 42-inch Craftsman? No. Definitely not. Like I said, I will have to, in the previous video about this deck, I will have to bend all this back off camera. hate it when the nuts get stuck in the sockets. Junk. Okay. Right here. Yep. I'll have to put some stuff away before I paint anything. This one here is garbage. This is the deck height adjuster. I've got a couple over here. One of them I'm going to be using on the hydro. And the other one goes to this 94. If not, I'll look and see if I have one on one of the parts machines that's in better shape. The 2000 might have one. What did I tell you guys? The battery was dying. It just died. Now this impact, it's on its close to being on its last leg. The motor's starting to act up. Starts to screech once in a while, which is a common issue when you drop these Ingersoll brands, which I'm clumsy. I'm gonna admit it, people. I'm clumsy. Yeah, I'll have to cut that bolt. But, okay. Need to get these arms off the front. I'm gonna have to break them, or not break them, but paint these. The trunnions don't look too terrible. Luckily, I know where everything goes on one of these. I gotta remove these. Now, I'm not gonna start sanding tonight. I'll start doing all that stuff tomorrow. I just wanted to get a little bit done tonight. Let's take this wheel bolt out and see how the wheel is. I bet you it just needs a couple bolts because the wheels look fairly new. But we'll find out. Okay, there's the 3/4 for the outside. Of course, the 9/16 is on the floor. Might be a combination of both. I mean, in reality, if I put new bolts in, it should be fine. Because those bolts are wore down, and it should last the rest of the lifetime of the wheels. So I'll stick that in with the bearing that I need to get tomorrow. So I need 2 bearings, 2 wheel bolts, and I've got nylocks here at the house. The new spindle is not gonna be put on right now, but I will show it to you guys. And by the way, here's the blades I chose to use. They are 340 149. They are 50-inch, just regular replacement blades from Stens. Nothing special. You'll find that Terrell's been ordering a lot more from Stens lately than the other people, because it's a lot cheaper unless it's something like the steering bushing, which Rotary has, and you know. Right, spindle part number 285-041. And that is the correct spindle. I will have to get one of those metal guards off of a junk 42-inch Craftsman. Throw that back in the box, because that what is your blade bolt. Throw this in the garbage with the garbage needs taken out. So here we go. The top bearing is, I should know this by heart, 6203. These have the holes tapped already in them. Comes with the bolt, and like I said, or the nut I mean, for the top. The washer goes underneath the pulley, people. And, you know, it's got a good 5-star pattern. You know, I've never had any of these come back or anything like that, so usually when a spindle comes back, it's because the customer hit something. So, alright guys, I gotta put this back over here. It is, I know one of you guys made a comment about snow a couple weeks ago. Well, yeah, we had snow a couple weeks ago, and it was actually snowing earlier today. But, anyway, Saturday, this is Monday now, but Saturday, the high was 70 degrees. Today, like tonight, it's supposed to be as low as 20. You know, here in Indiana, the weather changes so much. It's unbelievable. It can change within an hour. It's not predictable. So, like I said, tomorrow we'll come back out here. I'll beat the deck straight. I'll cut this bolt off. And I'll show you some sanding, not all of it. Like I said, I'm not going to go perfect. Just knock the rust off. And in the tighter areas, I will get the wire wheel. and go with that. And I do have to weld that slit up over here, or that cut, but I'm not doing that on camera either. And it should turn out good. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. I know what I'm going to do with this front of this deck, because I can lay my, if I can get it to where it sits right, I can lay my angle, or my I-beam on the floor, and I can beat it straight with the hammer. But that's if I can get the deck to sit straight. And then the bend in the shell, that's going to be tricky. But it should come right out also. Yeah, it should. Everything should come out. And yeah, it's going to take a couple days. I use two different kinds of primer. It depends on what it is. Okay, if it's gonna sit out in the weather a lot, and I use the Rusty Metal Primer by Rust-Oleum. The mower deck's gonna get that. But if it's not going to sit out, then I use an auto primer. But, you know, I mainly use the Rusty Metal Primer. And then, it's on the floor, it shouldn't have been, but we're using Rust-Oleum Gloss Black. I've got several cans of this around. I even bought more of it. Somewhere around here is more cans. Where did I put those new cans? But yeah, I'll find them. Either that or, well, I think it's right over here. No, that's the gray for the, no, that is black. Okay, that's gloss black. So it's a different, what you call it, same Rust-Oleum, it's just a different can. Well, I got more of that paint sitting running around. It could still be in the truck, I'm not sure, but I know I got more of it. But, yeah. And I know I got more primer up in the bag up there by the fuse box, or not fuse box, but breaker box. So, yeah. This is not a cheap project. In all said and done, I'll probably, with the purchase of the tractor, have $450, $500 in it. And that's not even counting my labor. But the thing here is, I enjoy it. It gets me off the video games, because I do play video games. I've got a gaming computer and it's pre-built. But anyway, I do mess around with computers on the side, a little bit here and there. You know, I don't get paid for it, but that's something I enjoy. Let's see, what else? But, yeah, it just gets me out of the house. Rather than sitting there, doing nothing. Makes my cats unhappy, though. Because I'm not there petting them and paying attention to them. But they get over it. Quite easy, they do. But yeah. And like I said, tomorrow we'll be back on here. I'll get this sanded down and hopefully prime this deck shell tomorrow night.